If you pour water on a duck, their feathers should not get wet. The water should just bead right off of them. This is my pet call duck, Sugar, and as you can see, some of the water did bead off, but her feathers also got wet, which means she has a condition called wet feather. That means that her feathers are not coated in the waxy substance from her oil gland that keeps a duck waterproof, and they're also a bit structurally damaged from being dirty. Wet feather can be caused by a variety of things, including parasites, oil contamination, a blocked or infected preening gland, and in the wintertime, ducks often get wet feather if they have a lack of clean swimming water due to their pond freezing, or a lack of sunlight from being kept indoors, where they can't synthesize D3 from the sun, which they need to make their preening oil. Luckily, wet feather can usually be fixed by simply addressing the root cause of the problem, but unfortunately for Sugar, her wet feather is directly related to the fact that she was unethically bred for show purposes. Sugar's neck and bill are so short that she has a difficult time reaching her preening gland, and some of her feathers she can't reach at all to clean them. So there is no permanent solution to fix Sugar's wet feather. But as her owner, it's my responsibility to manage her wet feather as best I can, and that means that Sugar sometimes needs extra care compared to my other ducks. Since she can't reach the feathers closest to her vent, I do have to clean them for her sometimes. It's not pretty and it's not fun for either of us, but it needs to be done. Sugar would never admit this, but I think she does secretly enjoy coming into the house and getting private bath time. While she's inside, I'll also go ahead and trim her nails because unlike most other ducks that naturally grind down their nails as they waddle around and forage, Sugar doesn't really enjoy foraging, so her nails do get overgrown and need to be trimmed. As you can see, I keep Sugar upright for this because laying a duck on their back can compress their air sacs, making it more difficult for them to breathe, and Sugar already has a harder time breathing because of her incredibly small nares, which are also due to being unethically bred. Listen closely and you'll hear her breathing. So yeah, she's basically the duck equivalent of an unethically bred French bulldog. And to finish out Sugar's spa day, I do have to blow dry her on the lowest setting to dry her feathers. And when we're finished, I always make sure to check her oil gland and make sure it looks good and healthy. You can find it by looking directly down the center of your duck's back, pulling back the feathers just above the base of the tail, and you should find a small bump with a bit of an oily texture. It's easier to spot on white ducks because the spot will be yellow. My duck friends over at My Pet Ducks made a diaper for Sugar so she can wear that while she finishes drying off, and I don't have to worry about any accidental messes in my house. And now that Sugar's ready to go back outside and you know about some of the challenges she faces from being unethically bred, I just want to strongly encourage anyone considering getting pet call ducks to please do your research on where you're going to get them from, because not all breeders are equal, and just because someone is winning ribbons, that doesn't make them an ethical breeder, and that doesn't necessarily mean that they're producing healthy ducks. And Sugar's a great example of an expensive showline call duck that was not a healthy duck. And I love Sugar to pieces, but whether my ducks come from a hatchery, a show breeder, or a pet quality breeder, I will never support a breeder who breeds call ducks to this extreme again. And I hope that someone who watches this video can learn from my mistakes and will make a more ethical choice when buying their call ducks.